Welcome to AGORACOM, the small cap epicenter, and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show, bringing the best press release out of the small cap space every morning at the open, so you can hopefully profit from them, maybe find your next great small cap investment. It's Wednesday, February the 29th, a leap year. Want to wish one of my great buddies, Tyke, happy birthday. One of the few guys I know born on a leap year, and officially today he's 8 or 9, something like that. But happy birthday, Tyke. I've got 5 press releases for you, primarily out of the Canadian resources, 1 out of China. Let's get straight to it. First up, Strike Graphite trades on the Venture Exchange on the stock symbol SRK. This is a AGORACOM advertising sponsor. Always got to disclose that, but we don't talk about a sponsor or client news unless it stands on its own 2 feet. We think this is good news. The company today announced that they identified a new 2-kilometer-long conductor at their Deep Bay East Graphite project in northeastern Saskatchewan. The company completed a previously announced helicopter-borne VTEM electromagnetic survey of the Deep Bay East Graphite property. They're putting out preliminary data here. This preliminary data, which I find always to be encouraging and assumed I'm horribly conflicted, but anytime, you've heard me say this a lot of times on AGORACOM, whenever you see preliminary data, it's a good thing because the company wants to get that news as fast as possible. The company says the preliminary data highlights a strong conductive horizon associated with the known graphite mineralization that's already there at Deep Bay East. The company says it extends well beyond, that's the company's words, well beyond the known limits of the historic mineralization. The historic conductor was confirmed at approximately 2.5 kilometers strike length. A second conductor, approximately 2 kilometers in length, was identified. The company is saying that this new conductor likely represents a structural repetition of the mineralized Deep Bay East horizon and thus represents a high priority exploration target. Historic exploration at Deep Bay East confirmed a potential near surface large flake high purity graphite deposit or deposits. Over 1,600 meter east-northeast trending conductor. This highly conductive zone, the company says, was first identified in the 70s, was confirmed by the recent VTEM survey. Some of the historic results include about 23 meters averaging 4% carbon, beginning at just 10.7 meters depth, 35 meters interval of 8.58% copper, and a 13-meter interval averaging 8.97% at a depth of 7.32 meters, amongst other things. Approximately 15 kilometers, what I find interesting here, approximately 15 kilometers to the west of the Deep Bay East property, the Deep Bay Graphite mine is currently being advanced towards production, so you got to like that anytime you have something like that close by. And the company says the geology and the grades of the Deep Bay East project appear similar to the Deep Bay mines deposit. So great news overall. SRK is a stock symbol. I'm looking at it right now. Just started trading. It's the beginning of the day, so they closed yesterday at 32.5 cents. About 24,000 shares have been traded this morning. It's still early, but keep an eye on the news. And again, it's the AGORACOM sponsor, always disclosing that. Next up, Glass Earth Gold trades on the Venture under GEL, and for our friends in New Zealand, GEL there as well, announced a 9.7 meters of 17.2 grams ton of gold and 24.2 grams ton of silver. This is naturally their gold-silver project in New Zealand. The company is calling this a new and significant high-grade gold intercept. The company says they're one of New Zealand's largest gold exploration companies, and they had a net cash position, I like this a lot, of $3.6 million at the end of Q4 2011, just a couple of months ago, to fund exploration progress. Really important, especially in this environment, to have cash on hand. They closed yesterday 34.5. This morning already, they've taken off like a rocket on this news, trading 39 cents, up 13% on over 1 million shares already. So the market really likes this news. Do your own due diligence, and congrats to the company. Great news. Bralorne Gold Mines, TSX Venture, BPM, for our friends in the U.S., BPM SF, and for our friends in Germany, GV7. A lot of friends. They announced that they intersected 5.14 grams ton of gold over 5 meters. The company says this is from the Bralorne mine operation located near Goldbridge, British Columbia. In 2011, 30 holes were drilled from surface. That's a 5,100 meter program. 4 holes were drilled underground, about 821 meters. The widest intercept was the number I gave you in the headline. The highest grade result was 1,764 grams per ton over 0.9 meters. Got to make sure you know that 0.9 meters. That was a reassay of originally it was 800 grams per ton. That equates, if you want to hear in ounces, into 51.5 ounces per ton over 3 feet. That sounds pretty significant. Great news. The company's calling this a new find. They closed yesterday at $1. This morning they're up 2 cents. Again, it's early on 1,000 shares at $1.02. 52-week range $1.56 on the high, 71 cents on the low. PNG Gold Corporation, TSX Venture, PGK, announced what they're calling further high-grade drill hole results. So I've got to assume they put out previous high-grade. You should go take a look at those. 15.8 grams ton of gold over 1.8 meters at 190 meters. They're calling this their deepest intersection to date. And 16.9 grams ton of gold over 0.9 meters. This at a depth of 40 meters. These are assay results from the final 12 holes completed during the 2011 exploration program from their Imwana gold project in eastern Papua New Guinea. The company says that significantly both holes are in the high-grade zone at the northern end of the Imwana's vein system. Closed yesterday 34.5 cents, $1.30 in the high, 30 cents in the low. So they're trading pretty much near the 52-week low. PNG this morning flat, no volume yet, 34.5 cents. Not surprising. And finally, out of China, TechFaith Wireless. You can imagine that they're in the mobile handsets business. NASDAQ, CNTF. They put out their unaudited results for both the fourth quarter and year-end. I'm going to give you year-end, more comprehensive number. Revenue, $324 million, up 19.1%. Operating expenses, though, were significantly higher. They're up about $17 million to $50.2 million. The company says this is led by higher sales and marketing expenses to support their higher branded mobile phone sales and their motion gaming business. So if they made an investment to get the revenue out there, I don't mind that so much. Net income came in at $27 million. That's about 51 cents per share. That compares to about $28 million last year and 57 cents per share. So they are down, but given the fact that they closed at $228 yesterday, you got a company trading at 4 times earnings. $228, well, as I said, what they were yesterday. $6.96 on the high, $1.55 on the low. This morning, taking a bit of a hit, $1.70. So they're trading down 58 cents, or 25.44%. That's on 483,000 shares. So it looks like investors of the company are not happy with the lower net income number. But nonetheless, I figure with revenues growing like that, you need to know about it. That's a wrap. As always, quality over quantity. Looking for more great small cap resource companies. You watch as a global investor. Look below me or the left of me, depending on the page you're on, to see the companies we've covered. Otherwise, if you're not already there, get to the front page of AGORACOM. Watch the show on a daily basis. Take a look at the best headlines to my right and get into our marketplace to discover your next great small cap stock. That's a wrap. Have an amazing day. See you tomorrow.